Well, it has been pointed out time and again that it was the financials which let down the stock market in the year 2020. Obviously, we saw a minus 25% contraction of the economy in the first quarter. So obviously, the economy facing financials did badly. But as we step into 2021, the economy is actually giving us very great news. A CNBC TV18 poll of economists shows that the GDP estimate for the current year has been upgraded to -7. The original number that we had was -10 when we were, say in October or September, a quarter ago when we were doing the poll. So a fairly important upgrading of the Indian economy. And for FY22, our poll threw up a number of 10% as of now in terms of growth. So this -7%, which I'm telling you, is an average. Within this, there are some outliers like Morgan Stanley's Chetan Ahya, who is expecting a contraction of only 5.7%, and another company, ICICI Securities PD, is expecting a contraction of only 6.4%. Now, this is important because all these guys started with -10. So, are there chances of a further upgrade of GDP? I would think it can't be ruled out. What's even better for FY21-22, the consensus on the street at 10% also looks like can get an upside surprise. Okay, I just want to put this in perspective. Remember, FY21, FY22 10% will be an upturn after 5 continuous years of decline, which India has never faced before. We have had 4 years of declining growth in the past, but 5 years of declining growth, this is the first time. Now let me come to companies, Nifty companies. The troughing out of Nifty companies' earnings is happening before the troughing out of the economy. Remember, the GDP chart showed you that we trough out in FY 2021, but earnings appear to have troughed out last year because this year the expectations have all, again this is a CNBC TV18 poll, indicates that most brokerages are expecting Nifty earnings to be upgraded to 500. Now this is important, 500 rupees is a full 25% more than what it was last year. And for FY22, the estimates now stand at 660 rupees. That's the Nifty EPS, which is a good 30% higher than what it is in FY21 if the estimates are right. So obviously these two are actuals, those two are estimates. Okay, now let's get back to the economy again. The upgrades in GDP and earnings for the current year have obviously added to fears of inflation. Now this is something we don't notice. In the current year, actually, look at the inflation number for FY21. We still don't have 3 months of inflation number, but if you go by the estimates, it's going to be the highest in several years. Ever since we started the new CPI number, this is the highest in 6 years in terms of inflation. Well, the point to note is inflation forecasts are consistently also getting increased, getting raised. Early in February, the first forecast that's RBI put out in 2020, February 2020, they forecast the FY21 inflation at around 4 to 4.5%. And now, the RBI's own forecast, if you average it out for the year, it works out to 6.3, 6.4%. At least for H1 FY22 next year, RBI's forecast stands at 5.2 to 4.6. But a CNBC TV18 poll shows that most forecasters are expecting the inflation to be a little higher at 5.4. Obviously, they're factoring in all this commodity inflation that you see globally. So this means the Reserve Bank has a very tough task in the current year, or maybe next year if you want to look at it fiscally, 21-22. Inflation is picking up, and therefore in a context of inflation picking up at least slightly, even if it is below the 6.5, it will mean that this 7 lakh crore of liquidity which is in the system can be a bit of a problem. How are you going to roll back this liquidity, especially at a time when you want the yields to be lower? You want the yields to be lower because there is a huge government borrowing program. The government borrowing program is likely to be higher because there are going to be vaccine expenses. You're giving subsidies to, even the champions, to the PLIs. They are the well-off segments. And of course, you have the other subsidies, some of which will have to continue. Tax collections need not necessarily be much higher. There could still be a challenge in terms of receipts. And therefore, it's likely that 2021 is going to be a more challenging year for Reserve Bank than 2020, the year when we saw the greatest ever contraction of 25% of the economy. But